Alright guys, today I'm gonna just show some different CMS softwares. CMS stands for Content Management System. So very shortly, there is some content in some kind of mobile app, web app, simple website that is today also a web application. It contains functionality. Let it be just a contact form, or it's CMS is an application, and taking content from the CMS by programmatically, it's an application, it's an app. So here we have a website, simple, very simple content without any design to just make it more clear. It's some sample content. Now you want to change this content, obviously, at one moment. Okay, many people come and say, this is the final version, I don't want to change it. It's obviously not right. If you have a website, it's your marketing tool, or you have some other kind of application, you want to change your software always. The fall programmer's Uncle Bob says, of course, you want your software to change. You want to change it often. You want to change it as soon as you see any small thing that you could change that. So to change it, you either need to ask your developer every time, which might get costly, or you want to change it yourself, or you want to let your whole team to change it. For that, you need a content management system to manage the content on your own. If you don't have the content management system, you still may change the content yourself, but you may mess up too. I'm going to show first how that works. You will bookmark this page, and to change, it's exactly not this page. It has two sample areas. Content management systems always have different areas. Here we have only two areas. We have here a title and we have the content. Now, if you, let's say, you want to change it, you just need to click edit. You can even bookmark this particular page. We can make it maybe a little bit cleaner for you, so you have less code that is affected you. So let's say this is the only code that you would have. Nothing else, just this. Doesn't look too hard. You obviously understand that you can change here about to about us, and you can maybe put some lorem ipsum instead here. But about half of the times when say that, all right, let's save some money and I can handle that, then sooner or later they will by accident forget one comma somewhere. Maybe use somewhere inside here character that is actually meant to stop this area. So you need to have escape this before this. So it's getting a bit more complex. That's about it. I mean, this is the only way for you to break it. All other special characters, you name it, are allowed, but need to follow the syntax of it's called JSON. All right, so this is a no content management system, or we could call it the cheapest content management system. I'm going to show an example with Google Spreadsheet, because Google Spreadsheet has a really nice working API. Okay, we will need to agree how we're going to separate all these time trackers. So we will need to start calling them, maybe then compare, and then compare one name, compare two title, compare one URL, compare one content, compare one thing. URL. Obviously, you can just make it like the content area bigger, and you can wrap the text You get what I mean? And then you just create compare to and the same all fields. You copy paste it so that you don't make a mistake and just change it to number 2, or the developer will make it for you, like, I don't know, 20 of them to avoid the possibility that you make a mistake. Like, I made a mistake. I just by accident wrote here number 2. I will break it. It's a cheap content management system. It's out of the box content management system everybody really has who has a Google account. Let's go now to the proper content management system called Directus. It's really the best one because it's not just a content management system, it's kind of like a modern data stack. It's out of the box API like GraphQL and REST, and more like a no code admin panel that the programmers can build on top of really advanced whatever real quick compared to some modern open source content management systems like WordPress that is like a really crappy hacky suitable for what they call them code kiddies who can't write a line of code, and then they just real quick can install something in your server and boom, ready. But now then you wanna do some custom stuff there, and then you install a plugin, and then you update, and then you install another plugin, and who have ever worked with WordPress knows is a hell. So yeah, I mean, all those WordPresses, Drupals, you name them. Anyway, but the real content management system, a good part of the real content management system, every page content is to separate items. We have separated as separate items every time tracking app we're comparing here, because there will be soon more content area than this short description and title, and there will be different images and maybe a short video of every demoing every automatic time tracking app. And let's take Open Timely. I'm not displaying the image yet, but in a proper content management system, you can comfortably upload the image, and you can also edit to certain send the image. No crop precise, simple stuff. You can define all the fields that you want to have better organized. Developers can add you a comments what each part is doing. They can set you limits. They can make sure on every send that you can't make mistakes. You can't mess up. You can just change the content. You can't mess up that. You have different access rights. You see who has been working on it when lately. Different people have different access rights. Okay, but they did in a separate field everything that can be edited. You have different content areas. Content areas can be simple, they can be with what you see is what you get, this rich editor where you can easily add links to other pages. You can include inside text images. There's a lot of functionality that modern content management systems have. And you can have, of course, custom functionality. I mean, this particular website is connected with also our developers platform. So at some pages there are skills. They are not yet removed here. A few clicks to remove them from here. You have all the SEO stuff here. You can have the title tag, meta description, open graph, title for social media and sharing, and so on. But are not a programmer, but you've done 10 years ago some HTML, CSS, you know what is JSON. You feel totally fine with this because it's just a simple project, or it's a temporary project, or it's a MVP, and you just need it, get it up real quick and cheap, and you'll deal with the real content management system later. People have different needs. People have different time frames, budgets, different needs in different times. You know what you're getting with different options. Make the right decisions. Well, thank you for watching, and yeah, Billy.